In this work, we explore the potential of human-in-the-loop optimization for the personalization of robot-assisted gait training. Given the significant variability in gait among neurological patients, it is essential to design robot controllers that will adapt to the patient's rehabilitation needs. We hypothesize that human-in-the-loop optimization can improve robot personalization and the tuning of controllers intended to provide assistance as needed. We examine this by employing the CMA-ES for the personalization of a path-based controller, where a reference kinematic path is defined and an impedance controller is used to correct the motion of the user. For this, we test if the CMA-ES can identify the open parameters of our controller that will minimize the user's tracking error and required assistance. To test our hypothesis, we followed a 2-day experimental protocol with 6 healthy subjects. First, the subjects were fitted with a lower limb exoskeleton, making sure that the joints of the user and the joints of the exoskeleton are aligned. Then, the subjects went through the necessary training to understand the task, get familiar with the use of a wearable robot, and be able to interpret the provided visual feedback. After the training, the subjects were asked to walk on our self-paced treadmill with the exoskeleton, while the CMA-ES iteratively updated the exoskeleton stiffness based on their performance. At the end of each visit, the effectiveness of optimization was assessed by recording the participants' performance when they were using their personalized stiffness, the baseline stiffness, and the stiffness that was computed by the CMA-ES as the next generation mean. This controller optimization was continued during the second day of the experiments, and the validation was repeated. Our results indicate that over the 2 days, the CMA-ES converged to a unique set of stiffness parameters for most participants. It was evident that the performance between participants significantly varied, resulting in some participants whose generation steps were progressively getting smaller following a smoother trajectory, and some participants whose generation steps remained large following an erratic and discontinuous trajectory. From the validation recordings, a significant difference in the performance of the participants was observed between day 1 and day 2, indicating an improvement in their ability to perform the task with the robot. However, no significant differences were observed in gait performance with respect to the controller used. This may be due to high interpersonal and intrapersonal gait variability and the human-robot coadaptation, which is likely affected by subject-specific objectives that may include motivation, motor learning, and comfort. To the best of our knowledge, this is the first study that investigates the application of human-in-the-loop optimization in gait rehabilitation and contributes to understanding the limitations of current personalization approaches in robot-assisted gait training and identifies key challenges for the effective implementation of human-in-the-loop optimization in this domain.